you gorgeous people of the interwebs. I hope you're having a fan-dabby-dozy day today. Today's confession time. Never have I ever. This is a tag created by Heidi of Simply Her Perspective. And I was tagged by the magnificent Meredith of Living Lux with Meredith to do this tag. Thank you, both of you. And my very first, before I even tell you what the tag's all about, I've got my first never have I ever confession, and that is never have I ever screwed up recording a video the way that I did this the first time round when I filmed it about an hour ago. I had somehow pressed a button on my new camera, clearly still don't know how to use it, that actually switched some of the modes. Didn't notice while I was recording because all I can see is this in the viewfinder here. Had no idea till I uploaded it to my editing software, and then I was like, why is it going in half speed, Gwenny? Why is there no sound, Gwenny? Go and have a little meltdown, Gwenny. So that is what I did. I'm back. I'm take 2. This tag is 5, not quite questions, more like invitations to confess your never have I evers. Plus 1 wild card. This is the luxury edition, so we're going to have a bit of Louis, we're going to have a bit of Chanel, we're going to have a bit of Hermes, a bit of Fendi. I am also going to tag a few people now, some fellow YouTubers who may have not already done this. I didn't see it on your channels when I looked earlier, so I think I'm the first to tag you. I want to hear from you, Nick of Living Life Loud with NJS, Amelia of Amelia Rose's Closet, and Winnie B, Hell V, because that girl, as to the best of my knowledge, has never said never. So I want to know what her never have I ever's are. Right, let's get into it. Number 1, never have I ever purchased from a luxury boutique fine jewellery. I have some costume jewellery from luxury designer brands like Alexander McQueen, but I have never bought fine jewellery from a luxury boutique, and that is because I can't help but feel in the world of jewellery where markup is already pretty high, it is just so much more expensive than it actually needs to be or warrants, even with usual jewellery markups. So while Louis Vuitton are doing things that are tempting me with a little blossom motif and diamonds and 18 karat gold, I'm not buying it. Van Cleef & Arpels, I am not buying it. Did I mention at the beginning of this video? I know I did the first time I filmed it. I probably forgot this time round. I am starting this, rewind, pretend this is the beginning. I am starting this video by saying never say never, because in this never have I ever bought fine jewellery from a luxury designer boutique, and even my Cartier, which is a luxury designer jeweller, even my Cartier watch came from an independent jewellers. I have of late found myself hankering for a little bit of Cartier Juste un Clou action. The whole Juste un Clou collection is very, very, very cool. So, am I prepared to pay the prices for it to have Cartier on the box? My never have I ever confession number 2 is never having purchased from a particular luxury brand, and that brand is Chanel. Apart from some lippy, not this lippy, this is Dior lippy, soz. The only thing that I have bought from Chanel that hasn't been pretty much lipstick, I have not bought anything else from Chanel, is my jewel mirror. I've been watching Chanel. Chanel's very popular. amongst my contemporaries, amongst my fellow YouTubers. It is a very popular brand. There's always a lot of talk about Chanel. There's always a lot of chat. There's always a lot of interest around Chanel. What there wasn't for me was any interest in their designs whatsoever. Until, never have I ever, never say never, until the Chanel 19 was launched, and then I was like, oh hello, you're pretty, aren't you? You're a little bit cool, a little bit edgy, with your mixed metals and your blingy CC logo. You should probably go on my arm. Instant love, instant lust. Couldn't afford it at the launch price. Chanel discovered it was popular. Chanel jacked that price pretty damn quickly. That was the one and only bag, I think. That was the one and only bag from Chanel that I was even remotely seduced by. Just really don't like what they do. Really, really. This never have I ever confession is I have never bought a bag from Chanel, and it's likely I never will. Just you watch. Some point there's going to be an unboxing and I'm going to have to eat my words. Stop right there! If you're new to my channel, then hiya, I am Gwenny and I love luxury in all of its glorious forms. And if you love luxury in all of its glorious forms, get down there, hit subscribe and ring my bell so you don't miss out on any of my luxury based shenanigans. Show the videos you enjoy the thumbs up love, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Never have I ever confession number 3 is around purchasing a particular style of luxury bag, and for me that particular style is, that's weird, I made a trumpet sound but did like a drum roll, is a backpack, a rucksack. Now this is not because I don't like the look of them. I love the look of them. I think they're brilliant. I found 2 in particular that I really tried to talk myself into figuring out a way how to use them, because I don't like rucksacks. I don't like backpacks. Sure, I had them when I was going to school. They were great for carrying my books and everything like that. And yes, I did write on them in Tipp-Ex like every other school child my age. Marker pens, Tipp-Ex, all over your school rucksack. It was just the done thing. But as an adult, I don't like how they feel on me. I don't like how they pull in my armpits. I get hot anyway. I really do not like the feel of a rucksack. Now, there were 2. I mentioned 2. The first one I think was on Louisa Via Roma, and it was an exclusive for Louisa Via Roma by Prada. Nearly said Fendi, but by Prada. And it was a nylon backpack, and it was a proper big backpack, big rucksack, and it was in red, kind of a dark scarlety red, and it had the toggle was leather, the buckle was leather, the piping around it all was leather, and it was in pink, and I love that pink and red combination. I am not really a red girl, so while I was trying to talk myself into finding ways of using that bag, even if I've managed to talk myself into ways of using that rucksack, I probably wouldn't have picked it up anyway, because it was predominantly red and it ain't my thing. Pink is my colour. The other one is the Louis Vuitton Mini Palm Springs. Shall I say that again? Palm Springs Mini. Well done, Gwenny. Get it right. I still think it is cute AF, but given I know I don't like how rucksacks feel, and given how the straps are interchangeable and movable and everything, I just know that I would end up wearing the Palm Springs Mini as a crossbody bag or as a grab handheld bag. I would never actually use it as a rucksack, and in that case, what is the point in having a bag that looks like a rucksack if you're not actually going to wear it as a rucksack? I'm going to say not much point at all. So never have I ever bought a luxury rucksack backpack, and I don't think I ever will. Never have I ever luxury edition confession number 4 is I you'd have thought I'd have the hang of it by now. Never have I ever bought a luxury bag in the colour green. Green was just one of those colours that never really crossed my mind. I just thought it was a colour that probably wasn't going to suit me. Not the same way pink does, obviously. But again, recent events have transpired and I have found myself gravitating and wanting to add a green bag to my collection, ever since I tried on that Marks and Sparks linen shirt, same as this, but in the minty green, and you were all very kind about how it looked on me. Thank you. I didn't think I could get away with that because of my skin tone. I've got very yellow kind of undertones on my skin tone. Didn't think I could get away with that green. Got away with the green and have decided now that I need all the green. I was looking at the Fendi collections. I don't know which ones because they all merge into one. When they were doing the pink and the sort of minty green, really like that minty green. Did I want to get one of the mini baguettes? Mini leather baguettes in that green, in that minty green. Did I want to get, oh, I really did want to get, did I want to get one of the mini baguettes in the embroidered acid green? Did I want a nano baguette in green sequins? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You know I'm addicted to those little nano baguettes. Putting Fendi to one side for a moment, Bottega Veneta and their parakeet green. Delicious. There is going to be some green at some point, hopefully soon, because I kind of never have I ever bought a green luxury bag, but I really want one now. Never have I ever, confession number 5 is never have I ever drunk champagne in a luxury boutique. This one for me is because I have drunk a lot of champagne. I have been offered a lot of champagne in luxury boutiques, and I think it's because they see it. They see it in the eyes. They see it. They know. Give that girl some bubbles, she'll buy everything. Yes, it is true. I get giddy on bubbles. You may have noticed I'm quite excitable at the best of times. Childish, some have said. But I am very excitable at the best of times. Throw some bubbles on that. Gwenny may go off like a rocket. They know this, they see this, they recognise it in my face, in my eyes. They feed me bubbles and I buy stuff. That is how it works. That is what they know. That is how they get my money. On my birthday in 2019, there was a shopping spree to end all shopping sprees. I filmed an unboxing for it and I will have that linked down below. And I filmed that unboxing before I even launched my YouTube channel because I was thinking about it, and it was just such an epic event that I had to film this unboxing. The Lion and I hit up London. We went to Selfridges. We had an appointment at the Gucci concession in Selfridges. At the sort of tail end of our shopping day, we had an appointment with my client advisor Fergus at Louis Vuitton on Bond Street, and there were various bits in between. Now Gucci were lovely. I bought my Marmont camera bag that day. They didn't have any champagne themselves in the concession, so what they did was, after I bought my bag, they gave me a little box of chocolates as a gift, birthday gift, and a sort of coffee table book thing, and walked the Lion and my good birthday self over to the, I think it's called the Fountain Bar, Fountain Champagne Bar, downstairs in Selfridges, in amongst all of the handbags, and bought us champagne. And that was lovely. That was really nice. There was a bag we wanted to look at in Saint Laurent. They didn't have it in the concession, but they said they had it in the Bond Street boutique. So we cheesed it up Bond Street in the rain, because my birthday's in December, so it always rains. We just ran through the door. There was steam pouring off us, and beautiful client advisor came pegging up to us and said, "Are you okay? Shall we take your coats? Go and have a sit down over there. I'll get you some water. Can I interest you in some fizz as well?" Yes, my good man, you absolutely can. So we had champagne there as well, and I think, I'm pretty certain actually, that the Lion said no on that occasion because he was still recovering from the Gucci bubbles. And let's face it, one of us had to stay sane. One of us had to stay sound of mind while I was bouncing off the walls going, "Oh, look at this, oh, look at that. Can I try this on?" We sat there, we had a moment, we had a little drink, we calmed down, we bought the bag. Then we moved on to Louis Vuitton. More champagne was had there. We bought my Nice Mini and my Pochette Voyage PM size. So we drank a lot of I drank a lot of champagne. On a completely different occasion, I had an early appointment at Louis Vuitton on Bond Street. I say early, it was about 11 o'clock. It was early for me getting the train in and everything. But I wanted to drop off my Trouse 28 for repair, and then I wanted to go off and do my actual shopping the rest of my day without carrying that around with me. So I had an early appointment. Fergus said, now you're here, would you like some fizz? And got not told off, but was advised by someone back of house that champagne wasn't to be offered until noon. He got it for me anyway. He's such a good client advisor. And then when the Lion and I went to the Fendi handbag concession last May, and I vlogged that as well, that was a big luxury shopping trip with the Lion. When we went to the Fendi concession there, we were offered a bottle of champagne. It was a half bottle, but I've never been offered a bottle of champagne before. It's always been pre-poured out the back and then brought out. They brought us a half bottle of the Ruinart? Don't know how to pronounce it. My God, that is the tastiest champagne. For me, never have I ever drunk champagne in a luxury boutique is because I've drunk a lot of the stuff. My sixth and last never have I ever is a wild card, so I had to come up with something myself, and this one's a little bit painful, so please bear with me. Never have I ever taken up an opportunity, a golden opportunity presented to me such as this. To have an automatic in with the hardest luxury brand to get an in to with Hermes. I know, you're going to kick me because I'm kicking me now. I had the most wonderful client advisor at Alexander McQueen on Bond Street. She was fabulous. It was hugs and kisses every time. One day, I'm in there. She's like, secret squirrels, got something to tell you. I'm actually leaving Alexander McQueen in a couple of weeks. So I just wanted to let you know. I just wanted to let you know I'm going to Hermes. And I kid you not. She basically delivered it like this. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to Hermes. Me? Oblivious. Absolutely oblivious. Haven't got a clue. Heard of Hermes? Sure, obviously. I like handbags. Of course I've heard of Hermes. I knew they made handbags, but I'd seen some Hermes bags and I was like, yeah, they're not for me. So I was not interested at all. I was sad that she was leaving Alexander McQueen because I wouldn't get to see her anymore, because I wasn't going to go to Hermes. I was going to carry on going to Alexander McQueen. Oh, because they made the things that I liked and Hermes didn't. So she might have even winked at me twice. It was utterly ridiculous. My response to that nugget of golden information that's come with me, just enticement, was, oh, that's a shame. I'm really going to miss you.
What?
I know, I can't believe it. I have looked her up on LinkedIn. She does appear to still be working with Hermes. I might try and rekindle that relationship. I already had a wonderful relationship with another human being who was moving from a luxury brand that I still to this day love to a luxury brand. And I could have just gone with her. And I didn't, because I wasn't interested in the bags. Now you could say if I'd gone with her then it would have been a waste of everybody's time. You could say if I'd gone with her I'd have a Birkin by now, because the more I have looked at Hermes, you know, there are a few things there that I want to try. So I might look her up and pop in, try out a couple of things that I've got my eye on outside of the handbags. And I've got my eye on them because I've got my eye on them, not because I think it'll help, because she ain't playing that game. She'll buy Hermes, but she'll only buy the Hermes she wants to buy, and see if I can right that terrible wrong. Not a clue, not a clue. What an idiot, Gwenny. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Absolute golden ticket that was. So those are my luxury edition Never Have I Ever confessions. Any of those chime with your experiences? Let me know in the comment section down below. Share with me your luxury edition Never Have I Ever confessions. I won't tell anyone, promise. And until I see you, yes you, boop, for the next video, please stay safe. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, stay fan-dabby-dozy, and bye-bye.